Welcome back to 365 Sports. It's that time. Top 5 time. Brought to you by Flag and Anthem. Please use our promo code 365 Sports when you go to flagandanthem.com. Continuing our Big 12 Transfer Newcomer Series, the Pistol Pete edition. Oklahoma State, they had a lot of transfers, and by God did they need them. After an abysmal 3-9 season last year, the worst season in Mike Gundy's tenure, and they didn't win a conference game. They did not win a conference game last year. That does not happen in Stillwater all that often. Emory Winter is smiling about it because he hates Oklahoma State. Just know that. And he's still in the afterglow of the Thunder winning. So he's just been insufferable. Let's go through this and tell you how they're going to attempt to get better in Stillwater. Number 5, safety Zaquin Patterson comes in from Miami. Long, rangy athlete, tall, can get after the ball a little bit. You know, going into the Miami secondary to improve is a little bit nebulous, considering that was one of the big weaknesses of their team. But he is very highly rated. He came very highly recruited, and maybe a change of scenery is just what he needs. Number 4, defensive lineman Kyran Duhan comes from UTEP. Great pass rusher out there at UTEP, gets after the quarterback. They lost Colin Oliver. They lost a couple other players. They're going to need guys who can get after the quarterback in Stillwater. This is the first step to doing that. Number 3, also along the defensive line, defensive end Wendell Gregory comes in from South Carolina. This is one of those, looks good, getting off the bus kind of a guys, and we'll see what his production is when he comes to Oklahoma State. But they definitely needed to improve along the defensive line. They got 2 bookend defensive ends who should be plug-and-play starters and making plays in the Big 12 right away in Duhan and Gregory. Number 2.
What do you want?
What's that really good non-alcoholic beer I keep hearing about?
Do you have that really great non-alcoholic beer that I keep seeing?
Do you have a non-alcoholic beer that actually
tastes good?
It's athletic. You're holding it.
You mean athletic? You're looking at it.
I think you mean athletic.
It's athletic. Ask for it.
Guard Bob Schick. I could not find a very clear picture of him with his helmet off. But when I tell you that this guy's hair and beard fits Stillwater, Oklahoma, more than any player who may have ever played at Stillwater, Oklahoma, please look up Bob Schick. Look him up. Google him right now, and you'll see a fantastic picture. A fantastic picture of a guy who looks like a roadie for the Allman Brothers. It is ridiculous. And I didn't just put him on here because of this. They needed help along the offensive line. Cowboy fans last year thought the offensive line was going to be their strength because they returned all 5 starters and there were a ton of starts. In fact, it somehow got collectively worse across the board. So you bring in a guy like Bob Schick from Virginia Tech, good run blocker, has played with mobile quarterbacks there, and steps into a program that's a little more consistently run than the Hokies are right now. And number 1, obviously, it's quarterback Hoshea Haney. I mean, let's not drill down on the fact that he's got a pretty awesome name. And here's the thing, worst case scenario with that name, you own a really successful car dealership. You come to Hoshea Haney Dodge and get yourself a Charger. I mean, the copy writes itself. But very highly touted coming out of high school, was at TCU last year, hasn't played yet. But one thing he is that Alan Bowman wasn't, and we love Alan Bowman here on this show, he is young. He has time. He doesn't have to worry about the NCAA coming in and okay, well, we'll let you play till you're 36 years old. None of that is hanging over his head. He doesn't have the injury history and all that. They've got a fresh start at quarterback with Hoshea Haney, and he's young, ready to be molded. That is good news for Mike Gundy, who, over the whole of his career, until pretty much just last year, has been a pretty good quarterback developer in his time. Whether they're old like Brandon Weeden and Alan Bowman or young, he has had good quarterbacks across the board for the almost entirety of his coaching career at Oklahoma State. Hoshea Haney kind of fits that mold. We'll see if he and Doug Meacham can get the most out of Hauss this year. That's going to do it for us. Smokey has some Poll results. Read them now.